I think anytime you can get a chance to slow down a little bit from all the chaos, even the location here, separate from the busyness of life and just stop and slow down and look inward or look deeper at a few key points like we've laid out really well for this camp. It helps regardless of what group of people you're with. It's just extremely valuable thing to unplug and slow down and just focus a little bit more on a few things. So the values that we're trying to push this camp and just the personal challenge of looking inward and slowing down and pausing a little bit is good for our staff, good for our players, good for everybody.
There's one thing that we know, I think, is that this game is really, really hard. It's extremely difficult, and that when things might not be going well, you really have to kind of be aware and be in tune with your core values and what's important to you. What makes who you are as a person, what makes who you are as a player, and be able to find those, get back to those, and kind of get yourself back to where you want to be. So the guys have been working a lot on that, the players and staff. Identifying what their values are, why it's important to them, how to get back to them when you get out of sync a little bit. So I think establishing those here, having a foundation of that, so when failure does come, because it is guaranteed in this game, how do you get back to where your center is as quickly as possible?
We talk about pausing was a big one, and when the moment becomes big, I think taking a pause is very important. And learning that here when you're faced under pressure, I think pausing and paying attention to the details in the present moment is very relatable to when you're under pressure in baseball.
You look around, there's a lot of different types of big leaguers and a lot of different posture and a lot of different attitudes, but I think the ones that have longevity are the ones that they get there and they realize, they've reached their goal and they've reached their dream, but they're not content. Once you become content, there's always somebody else trying to take your job, and if you get there and you say, I've done it, I don't need to do anymore, I'm a big leaguer, and you haven't been there for a long time and kind of proven yourself. Guys that can get there and understand that they have to continue to work and they have to continue to get better, those are the ones that can have success at the major league level. Just by the things that we've done here through this week, that is really hitting them in the face and smacking them and going, you have to continue to go when you don't want to go anymore for your team. You have to continue to push and you have to continue to fight. And I think those are the kind of things that they really have been driven home here for them.